Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Teacher's Tribe podcast, the space where we talk about parenting, teaching, caregiving, and the beautiful, messy journey of raising children. I'm your host, Maxine McFarlane, and today's conversation is about something we all face at some point, maybe even today, and that's the bumps in the road. The quote we are focusing on is this: "The road may be bumpy, but stay committed to the process." Once again, I found this quote while brewing tea. This time it was from Dr. T Wellness. Whether you're parenting a strong-willed toddler, guiding a struggling student, or nurturing a child through big life changes, this message is for you. Stay tuned for my thoughts on the other side of this.
Passionate teaching is what we do. The joy of learning brings the light too. For parents and teachers everywhere, let's show our children how much we care. Rich experience I bring to you. Happy you joined to share your passion too. Oh, it's the joy of learning.
Let's be real. Raising and teaching children isn't a smooth ride. I can attest to that fact as a mother and an educator. Some days feel like a win, high fives, breakthroughs, joy. Other days, tears, tantrums, tough conversations, and questioning yourself at 10 p.m. Here's the thing. Both kinds of days are part of the process. The bumps, the setbacks, frustrations, the moments you feel like you're not getting anywhere, they aren't signs that you're failing. They're signs that you're in it. You're growing, stretching, building something lasting. I want to share a quick story. A mother was teaching her daughter how to ride a bike. Day after day, it looked like no progress was happening. Lots of falls, lots of "I can't do it" moments. Tears from both mom and daughter. One afternoon, her daughter threw the bike down and yelled, "This is too hard!" And you know what the mother said through her own frustration? "It is hard, but you're doing it. Every fall is part of learning how to ride." A few weeks later, the wobbles smoothed out. The fall stopped, and that little girl was riding down the street, grinning ear to ear. Not because the bumps disappeared, but because they stayed committed to the process. Now, let's think about what this means for us practically. How do we, quote-unquote, stay committed when the road gets bumpy? Here are 3 ideas. 1. Expect the bumps. If we expect the journey to be perfect, every bump feels like a personal failure. However, if we expect challenges, if we understand that frustration is part of the deal, we can meet those moments with a little more patience and perspective. When a child struggles with reading or has another meltdown or tests boundaries for the 100th time, remind yourself, this is part of the process, not the end of it. 2. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Progress isn't always big and flashy. Sometimes it's a child spelling 1 word right after 20 wrong tries. Sometimes it's a teenager coming to you after he or she made a mistake, trusting that you'll listen. Sometimes it's simply showing up, both of you, after a hard day. Celebrate those moments. Notice them. They are the mile markers on the bumpy road. 3. Take care of yourself along the way. Staying committed doesn't mean grinding yourself into the ground. You can't support a child through their bumpy journey if you are running on empty, find your support system: friends, fellow parents, teachers, church groups, even podcasts like this one. Take breaks. Give yourself grace. Remember, it's not just the children who are learning and growing. We are too. I have the privilege of hindsight as I'm wrapping up my 30th year as an educator, and also a mother of 3 children 18 years and older, so I can honestly share my thoughts on the subject. I want you to hear this clearly today. It's okay if it's messy. It's okay if you don't have all the answers. It's okay if some days feel harder than others. You're not raising a perfect child. You're not teaching a perfect student. You're raising and teaching a real, complex, wonderful human being. Real growth, the deep, lasting kind, always involves bumps, bruises, and trying again. Here's a little reflection for you this week. When you hit a bump, whether it's a tough parenting moment, a difficult day in the classroom, or a behavior that feels overwhelming, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What is this teaching them? How can I stay committed to the bigger picture? If you're feeling discouraged, remember, the bumps don't mean you're off track. The bumps mean you're traveling the road that matters. Thank you for spending a little time with me today. If today's episode encouraged you, I'd love for you to share it with another parent, educator, or caregiver who's walking their own beautifully bumpy road. Remember, stay committed. Trust the process. You're doing more good than you know. Keep growing. Keep showing up. And know that every step, every bump is leading somewhere beautiful. Until next time, walk good and one love.
For the joy of learning, subscribe to the Teacher's Stride.